Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently working on destroying the war criminal. He is up here in the Boar's Head Atlas, and there are a few enemies on the way up there. And I think I did indeed math wrong at the end of last episode. That is embarrassing, because we've destroyed 25% of the ambushers. So yeah, there's the Stealth, there's the Orion, and there's the Griffin, and then there's the Boar's Head.
Good to go.
So the Hector is going to step forward here. It is running fairly hot, but we're just going to check these hit odds. Yeah, as expected. The Stealth is going to be the target here, and we're just not going to fire an ERPPC. Otherwise, we'll potshot everything else. The fact that we got the tag on there makes that completely worthwhile. So the Madcap Mark II is going to walk up to here. Probably the Stealth is going to be the target again. I mean, odds are extremely good of that. Yeah, it definitely is. 50% hit odds, is that worth firing the rockets? No, but I think I am going to do a slight overheat here. Sadly, we missed both Gauss rifles, but that's okay. Okay, that's the Boar's Head closing in a bit. Is that dual autocannons or...
Concentrate your fire and bring it
down. That's a completely fresh Boar's Head, guys. He just overheated himself, panicked, and ejected in a completely fresh Atlas that we had done no damage to. I'm kind of dumbfounded right now. That's insane.
Confirmed.
Okay, well, we don't have to worry about that guy anymore. I do want to position ourselves up over here with the Salamander, and let's take a look here. Are we in range to fire standard direct? No, we're not. Okay. I do want to start armor shredding that Orion, though, so let's see what we can get. Okay, I mean, this shot was terrible, but this shot was good.
Yeah.
So the Wolverine at this point is going to sprint in over this way. And we're just going to look to clean up this Stealth if we can. Small overheat here. Are we accepting of this? I think we are.
Here we go.
Sad that we missed the PPC there.
Badass.
But overall, that's fine.
Can't take much more of this.
Yeah, that overheat's okay. I'm not worried about it. The Griffin is going to fire on the Wolverine and do absolutely nothing. Great.
Standing by.
The Awesome is going to step forward to here, and the Stealth is the obvious target. We'll allow a bit of heat sinking here, but otherwise...
Target's confirmed.
That's spread out kind of all over that side arc there, but
Lots of armor.
it's good.
Aye, aye.
The Black Knight will position here. The Black Knight is really optimized for about this range. So we'll go ahead and fire on that, and this should be a kill on this Stealth. Especially if we actually fire the HA-20. Oh yeah. That's so overkill. Hilarious.
Tango down. The heat is
Okay,
frying
next
my
up, the
internals.
Battle Master is going to walk forward here. This is through the fire. But that's all we got. We're out of range to fire on the Orion currently. Fires on the Wolverine, gets a smattering of damage done. Our view distance is really quite bad here. But we're going to walk forward with our Orion. The only one that we can see is the Griffin. And we're just going to potshot a single PPC. We walked through fire, so our heat is kind of spicy right now.
Copy that.
Yeah, he's standing in mineral field as well, so that's not going to be the easiest shot to make.
Receiving you.
The Madcap Mark II is going to just step forward, and I think all we can do here is fire our Gauss rifles.
Acknowledged.
We did hit one of those. I'll take it.
Yes, Commander.
The Hector is going to step forward as well, and we're going to continue the pot shots. I think... yeah, something along the lines of Something along the lines of this will do.
Target quiet.
We did manage to tag that Griffin, actually. And we did a lot of damage to it there, surprisingly. The Salamander is going to step up. And we're going to drop arrow 4s on the Griffin.
Let's see what you got.
Not a lot of damage there, but the Griffin is unsteady. It does move in phase 21, so it will move very, very early indeed in this phase. We're going to step up with our Wolverine. Our primary goal here is to hit it with the MRM. It's kind of unlikely, but we'll give it a go. A couple of hits there.
Standing by.
The Hector is the more likely one to hit it. Now we are getting into obstructed LOS over here, and I should have thought of that.
Got it.
That's some solid damage. Let's see what it decides to do. Going for the Wolverine with that ERPPC. Okay.
Awaiting orders.
Seems fine. The Black Knight is going to step forward here. I think we're going to have some range issues. Yeah, we can only fire the HA-20. I'm okay with that. Get some armor shred and instability. That's a little more spread than I was hoping for, if I'm honest. I want to check... Is this unobstructed? It's not, but we'll give it a go. Sad. Very sad indeed.
Damn it.
Okay, well, the Orion is going to, of course, step forward as well. And we'll fire on this Griffin. And yeah, we'll sink heat. That'll be fine. Not shocked that we missed this. Are we just going to go for the evac and be like, we don't care about the Orion and the Griffin parts? Maybe... Is this guy skylining himself? How rude. It's almost a knockdown on our Wolverine.
My armor's melting off.
Okay, well, the Salamander can step up over, actually here,
Copy that, Commander.
and can fire arrow 4s at this guy. Do it. Can we fire direct? No.
10-4.
That was really solid. That was a huge hit.
My LRMs are out.
We're going to get a knockdown on that Orion really fast here.
Location confirmed.
So the Awesome is going to step forward. All we can do is fire the single heavy PPC thanks to the fire damage. But that's a guaranteed knockdown right there. Now the question is, what do our LOSs look like? Battlemaster can step up over here. Okay, I guess.
Locking in target.
25 damage into that torso. We crit the LBX AC-10.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay.
I'm here.
Our Wolverine is going to step forward. And yeah, we were in rough terrain, so we're not surprised that it got all of that instability. We're also going to Vigilance to get rid of the rest of the instability. And of course, we're just going to fire on this guy. Something like this. Do we accept this? I think we do.
Acknowledge.
It's a dead Orion. I like it.
Target destroyed.
Okay.
I'm generating a lot of...
We're good on the overheat. Fantastic. I'd love it if the Griffin stepped up over here. It kind of did.
Reporting major armor loss.
Yeah. It got a much clearer LOS. I love it.
Ready to
So we're going to step forward with our Salamander then.
I got you.
And all we can fire is a single guided indirect arrow 4. We'll give it a go. It's only a 27% hit chance, so... Yeah, we didn't quite nail that one.
Dang, that's a miss.
But that is okay.
Commander,
So we're going to move up with our Awesome over here.
move order received.
And we're going to potshot this Griffin in hopes of removing that evasive pip. That's a solid hit there.
Yes, Commander.
The Black Knight is going to position out over here. We're still running obstructed LOSs, but that should be fine. That was some solid armor shred there.
I've depleted my Gauss rifle ammo.
You did indeed.
Orders.
The Madcap Mark II is going to move up,
Moving to position.
and it's got plenty of Gauss rifle ammo. So we will go ahead and fire that. That should be... Oh, it's not quite unsteady.
Ready.
Okay. The Hector is going to step
Heading
forward. The Hector should be able to finish the job here, but we can't fire one ERPPC. Just the tag didn't give him enough to become unsteady. We missed everything else there. The Orion steps forward, though, and the Orion can get a couple rolls here.
Engaging with target.
And we missed both of them. Oof.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm not shocked that we're missing these. Just disappointed.
Affirmative.
The Battle Master is going to fire on the Griffin. Once again, we're probably going to miss.
Roger that.
Yep, missed all of them.
Bad luck.
Okay, round 25. Our Wolverine moves.
Confirmed.
This should allow us to become unsteady on the Griffin, but he's going to move immediately. So that's not helpful. Oh, wow, we missed all of those. Okay. Exciting. Well, hopefully he moves forward a little bit here and not back into the mineral field. He backed up a bit. Rude.
Losing lots of armor.
Okay. The Hector is going to position out over here. We're going to have obstructed LOS, I think, everywhere we go. That was a reasonable hit there.
Yes, Commander.
The Battle Master can pop out over here,
There.
and we can roll all this.
Copy that. Firing out straight.
That was actually pretty good, given those odds. I'll take it. The Black Knight is going to move up and do its armor shredding thing, but we are out of Gauss ammo on it. All we can hit here is the SRM-6, and it's probably not even going to fire.
Negative damage.
Yep.
Repeat. Negative damage.
As expected.
Receiving you.
The Orion moves up,
Copy that.
and we're going to continue to fire something like this.
Acknowledge.
Man, we're having a real hard time hitting this Griffin. I mean, he's in a mineral field, he's out of our proper line of sight, and he has an evasive pip, I think. No, he doesn't have an evasive pip, actually. Well, let's see if we hit either of these. Oh, that was big. We hit one of them, and that's a knockdown. Now, the obstructed LOS might make that awkward. I'm not sure if we can hit him from here.
Waiting for order.
The Awesome can. So that's good. We're fine with this overheat.
Engaging target.
There we go. Okay, we don't need to worry about the knockdown then. Fantastic. Let's get out of here.
Mission successful.
So that should be an intact Boar's Head Atlas. Now, we have 4 AS7D parts. So the question becomes, do we want to convert a Boar's Head part to an AS7D part, or do we want to grab the 3 Boar's Head parts that we can and hopefully convert over the AS7D part to that? I like these hardpoints. 2 ballistic, 6 energy, 2 missile. Sounds good to me. We're going to take the Boar's Head parts. Only 4 Boar's Head parts showed up there. Did he die to an ammo explosion from the overheat, maybe? I don't know. That's interesting. We did get all 4 of them, though. And we got an Emperor part. SRM-4, we'll get rid of that. Generic armor, get out of here. C3 unit, that's nice. A couple of basic cockpits, we really don't need them. A standard clan FCS, we'll keep that one around. Primitive cockpit, no thanks. AC5 ammo, we've got some. And Narc beacon ammo, we can keep that, I suppose. That'll be fine. And now we need to see about getting ourselves, ideally, a Boar's Head Atlas. But I want to check the hardpoints on the AS7D and compare and contrast, if you will. They'll never expect this really means I want to try something stupid. Yeah, I can agree with that, but also, stupid things work. More than you'd expect. They work quite frequently, in fact. Okay, Yang, what's it going to cost? I expect it to be, yeah, that's about what I expected, ballpark, 150k. It's not great. I mean, we're going to be kind of strapped for cash in getting the Atlas online. Definitely going to be strapped for cash on that. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and hop into the mech bay here.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
I think that we can officially retire the CN-10J. Actually, I'm going to do the AH. We'll go ahead and send that to storage. And that is now officially retired. Then, we can ready a Boar's Head, which is 2621, or just an AS-7D, 1421. The hardpoints on the Boar's Head are just better. Battle Fist quirk versus Intimidating quirk. Okay. We're going to ready the Boar's Head. Confirmed. Is a little seen trial Atlas run that attempted to make a more mobile striker assault mech while still maintaining the dreaded reputation of the Atlas. Among Defiance's changes included routing all of the energy weapon power couplings to the arms, 3 in each, and a massive XL engine. Ultimately, the AS-7BH proved too fragile and vulnerable to weapons loss for its weight and altogether excessive cost. Sure, but we're not going to run that variant. So let's hop into... I don't need to hop into the barracks. Why am I in the barracks? Let's get out of here. Let's hop into the BH here and see what we've got. Okay. This is a lot more damage than I would have expected for an Atlas that overheated, pilot panicked, and it ejected. Just hitting this button costs 800,000. This thing's got Endo TSM. Interesting. It's a lot of carry weight. We've got dual medium pulse lasers in this arm. Engine heatsink plus 6. With an XL engine. So it, by default, does have an XL in it. Its stock loadout comes with an engine core 400. That's a big boy. Okay. What's the biggest engine core we have? A 360. So that means that this engine heatsink plus 6 is never going to be usable. Engine heatsink plus 2 is the best that we've got right now. So that means that we should probably put in an engine core 300. We would drop the plus 6 and instead put in the plus 2. For cooling, we'd like to run something along the lines of... We'd love to run a clan heatsink kit. I have no idea what our heat's going to look like here, but for now we'll run a clan heatsink kit with the engine heatsink plus 2. I'd like to drop the Endo TSM, but we really can't. We have Endo steel structure, but 26 heat active activates when above 26 heat. Okay. So warm is good. Got it. Well, let's go ahead and max out that armor and see what we've got to work with. 46.25 tons. Oh, we'll have to drop this heatsink. That will have to come out. Okay. So obviously we should give it stealth armor. No, I'm kidding. I'm obviously kidding. I'm leaning towards Heavy Ferro. Heavy Ferro is very efficient on something like an Atlas. That said, that only nets us... Well, we can see here. That nets us 4.75 tons for 15 slots. Or, for 10 slots, 2.5 tons. Or we could just not run another armor type for now and come back to that in a bit. And I think that's what we're going to do. I don't know that we're going to have weight concerns for the moment. Now, we're running 2 medium pulse lasers over in this arm. What role do we want this to fill? Its stock role is a juggernaut and close assault, and I like that role. I kind of want this to be similar-ish to our Black Knight, where it's set up for the armor shred, but I want it to also have a big punch, like a UAC 20. So we need UAC 20 ammo. And let's see here. This is a double. 36 shots, huh? Oh, that's UAC 5. What am I doing? UAC 20 ammo. All we have is 5 shots. So that's not really worth bringing a UAC 20, if I'm honest. If all we've got is 5 ammo for it. Other options for that big punch. Well, movement is 3 and 4. Is this a good option for the variable speed pulse laser? I mean, this thing's not going to get very many evasion pips. Now, that tanks our heat efficiency, obviously. The idea overall, and we may actually go for the improved heavy laser instead. Ooh. So we'd have to drop the clan heatsink kit. Our primary limitation with heat is our heatsink kits. We don't have a DHS kit. We do have a prototype heatsink kit here. Which is volatile, and I don't know that I like that. Yeah, I think we're better off with the clan. Sadly, we have no clan heat sinks. So, this is the amount of heat sinking that we're going to get. And that's something we need to think about with things like the variable speed pulse laser. But, what if we were to run, say, 1,000,000 medium pulse lasers? Do we even have 1,000,000 medium pulse lasers? We don't have 1,000,000 medium pulse lasers. Okay. An MRM-30 would not be a terrible option here. So we run like an MRM-30 here. And then we would need MRM ammo for that, obviously. I think improved MRM ammo would be good, or Apollo. We could have, like, one of each. Oh, that requires Artemis 4. I'm not sure that we really want to put Artemis 4 in this. So maybe just improved, and 2 tons of that. Okay. I would love to have, like, dual MRM 40s in here, but there's no way. So we could have something along the lines of a Rocket 20 over here, or perhaps an SRM 6. Let's see. What do we have for SRM 6 ammo at this point? Do we have a Deadfire? No. We've got SRM ammo. We've got Artemis 4. We've got a double SRM ammo. We've got an Infernal SRM ammo, a counter missile, a safed SRM ammo, and that's it. We'll just run the safed. And I guess we may as well have the MRM improved ammo over here and run the safed ammo over here. That'll be fine. We've got 31 tons to work with still in this. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. So we could have, say, dual medium pulse lasers, something like this. And then, I don't want to go too heavy on the energy weapons. Like, we could think about something insane, like running heavy PPCs. But we're going to run into heat issues real fast doing something like that. So instead, I think we're going to want most of our weight in our ballistic hardpoints over here. To that end, we may want to fill out our laser hardpoints with just ER medium lasers. In fact, that's all of our ER mediums. We can just do a regular medium laser, like that. Now, that does tank our heat efficiency, and I'm aware of that. But look at this damage so far. Like, our medium range damage here on this thing, 355 so far. Now, none of this is particularly focused damage. The question is, do we want to double down on that with, like, LBXs? Maybe. Or AC-20 Midrons, perhaps. Now, we could almost fit 2 of those on. Almost. We could fit 2 LBX AC-20s. I don't know about the slots, but yeah, there's no way we can fit the slots on. What about 2 LBX AC-10s? Slot-wise, not quite. How many slots? That's 5 slots and 5 slots. Okay. So we'd have to drop the XL engine. We may actually want to do that. We're going to have to do some weight optimization. But the LBX AC-10s go in like that. That puts us 4 tons overweight. Okay. Just thinking here. How heavy are Gauss rifles? 12. What about the heavy Gauss rifle, though? That might give us the punch that we want. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the XL engine here, but in theory, they should never penetrate our torso, right? In theory. Heavy Gauss rifle would go here, and then we'd need heavy Gauss ammo. That would give us good punch. Do we have heavy Gauss ammo? I hope so. I didn't see any. It uses it uses heavy Gauss ammo, right? Yeah, not Gauss ammo. Mag shot ammo, Gauss, light Gauss, but no heavy Gauss ammo here. So that's not going to work. However, we could put a sniper artillery in. Now that could work. And we can even cram on quite a lot of ammo for this thing. How much sniper artillery ammo do we have, though? We only have the 1 sniper artillery ammo. That's 10 shots. Is that enough? I feel like 10 shots is enough. Now, heat sinks are pretty garbage, right? But that's fine. I would love to put the engine heatsink plus 6 in here, but no such luck. The 300 is the best that we can do. Well, it's not the best that we can do. Technically, the best that we can do is the 360, but we don't have a heatsink plus 4. If we were to put the 360 in, that would put us slightly overweight here. Our heat efficiency isn't great. To that end, I'm thinking about dropping the ER medium lasers and the medium pulse laser and downgrading these lasers a bit to something more along the lines of simply medium lasers. Unfortunately, that's all the medium lasers we have. So it would need to be something like this. Obviously, we're not going to be able to fire all of these lasers at once, but in theory, we're probably not necessarily going to want to fire all of these weapons at the same time. The sniper artillery on its own is 30 heat. Yikes. Okay, this heat sinking is abysmal. We need to think about that. I suppose we could run small lasers here. Or we could simply drop some weight over here. That is an option. Or we could call this good and see how it feels in the field, because I do expect that each of these weapon groups are going to be used in different ways. Like, we're probably going to burn our sniper artillery and our MRMs while we're closing in, and then once we're closed in, then we're going to fire our lasers and our SRMs. But I feel like we're very limited on our heatsink kits right now. We can maybe revisit this design a little later on. So we'll go ahead and validate that. Looks good. And we'll confirm that.
I'll get it in the
Okay, so we'll get that going. And of course, we're going to need to do something about our funds situation. We have bankruptcy projected, and that's not a good thing. So let's go ahead and scrap a few parts until we have what we need here. I think I'm completely okay with scrapping some of these things like these Thunderbolt parts. This is a primitive type here, and are we going to make a Thunderbolt? Probably not at this point. So that's fine. Same with the Bellerophon. Get rid of that. This awkward catapult model. There we go. As well as this awkward archer model. And that should do the trick. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to... Ooh, I saw a Shirkan part in there to get rid of.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
I am going to go ahead and put a cut in here, though. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And next episode, we're going to stay here, and we're going to deploy and make ourselves a little bit of money. I was going to launch into the outro, but I already did that, so I will just say, see you all next time.